morning, YouTubers. How's everybody doing today? Nice Sunday morning for me here in Denver. Clocking out at 69 degrees on the bike. I'm heading to Sedalia for a BMW Denver ride. It's like 9:12 in the morning. So I'm going to be heading that way, but this is just this little intro to a video that I'm going to be giving you. It's the Rambler Museum in Elizabeth, which is a museum with about 800 vehicles of the American Motors vintage, Rambler Nash vintage. It's about the only big museum for those vehicles. You will see in the intro, man explaining what's going on and why the museum's there and all that kind of good stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. I just have a bunch of clips of different things. This is resulting from a ride yesterday from the BMW Club of Colorado. Basically our first scheduled ride for the year. We have about 25-28 of us down there, so I hope you enjoy it, and y'all have a good day. Get anything, please subscribe. Anything you want to see or learn about, put it in the comments section. I'd appreciate it, and thumbs up would help, even if you don't like it. I got to get my search results up, and that's how that works in YouTube, unfortunately. So the more you help me and give me info and all that kind of good stuff, the better I can get. You know, us old guys have short memories. So thanks a lot, guys, and we will talk at you later.
Dad's car off and have it junked, and Terry said, no, I'll come get it and restore it. And through that process, he discovered, one, that it was really difficult. This was in the late 80s. We didn't have Craigslist and eBay and all the resources we have now to get anything we want right when we want it. So it took him about 5 years to restore this one car, and that's what lit the fire or the fuse that started all of this. He just literally set out to restore that one car and got extremely carried away. There's a running joke around here that this is what happens when you're wealthy and you don't have a cocaine problem. He discovered that there wasn't really anything being preserved for Nash, Rambler, or American Motors. There's all kinds of stuff for Ford and Chrysler, and Volvo even has a museum somewhere, I've heard, but nothing for Nash, Rambler, or AMC. So because he was in a very fortunate situation, he decided to set out and create something that nobody else in the world was doing. And he created the Rambler Ranch slowly but surely. None of this was here before. It was just this one building that he built in '94 to house his modest collection of 30 cars at the time. I say that in jest and in a lot of truth, because there's north of 800 cars on the property now. We have the Nash building here, the American Motors building, and then another 16,000 square foot space for all the Brand X cars that we have. In addition to Nash, Rambler, and AMC, we have over 60 other manufacturers, as well as a whole bunch of Kelvinator appliances. In 1937, Charlie Nash and George Mason teamed up and formed Nash Kelvinator. Terry's goal is to create a museum that houses something from every year that Nash was in business, from 1917 through 1988, when Chrysler bought American Motors for the Jeep name, and that was the end of the line. He's 7 cars shy of completing that, and it's just been a pleasure watching him work. There's something here for everyone. We have the gas station with memorabilia and ice cream after the tour, if you guys are interested. Are you guys planning on doing a picnic?
No, not necessarily.
Some of us will. Okay, well, I put the grill out, and we have the tables in that area all clean if anyone wants to stay and have lunch. Okay. There is a film crew here shooting a movie today, but they're going to be out in the forest, but there's a little bit of their stuff up in the diner, but don't mind them. I'm going to be walking around for the whole tour with you guys, answering questions and telling stories. And there's plenty of places to stop and sit, and we'll try and keep everyone together, but there's so much to look at, you kind of can just go at your own pace. Sound good? Okay. We're going to start here in the Nash building. Before you'll see Pininfarina logo and design on a lot of the cars in this building and in modern supercars today. A lot of Ferrari and Lamborghini cars were designed by Pininfarina as well.
Just featured moments.
Yeah, so just Hemmings magazine did.
So here we got old Kelvinator room, all Kelvinator ovens and stoves. Guaranteed all this stuff still works. Guaranteed. Probably everything in here still works. Those are my first automatic dishwashers. That doesn't look like a Sears Kenmore look-alike. Nothing does.
It's a functional dryer. It's not just a
What is it?
novelty item.
This is enough for your underwear.
Clothes dryer.
They used to have those like for apartments and stuff.
Yep.
This is a Sub-Zero
See
equivalent.
that in your motel.
Wow. Sorry, shit still works. Breakfast bar. Got a brunch bar?
Just more of the
Oh
same.
my gosh.
Looks like stove.
Okay, so we're outside here. This was the American Motors building, and over here we have an AMC General bus that was, I think, gotten in Thornton here in Colorado. They drove it here. There's the Rambler Nash building over there, and there's a Kelvinator building. You can cross by. And there's a mobile book unit that they're working on to restore, and in the back is like a boneyard of all different kind of cars. And the last warehouse that I came out of, it was sort of a combo deal of just different kinds of cars. And you got a picnic area out here, a place to have ice cream to buy. So we are higher in Denver by about 1,000 feet, so we got a lot of pine trees and nice up here. And here's all the bikes are parked over there. Zoom in there. And the club. So remember, guys, Colorado BMW club meets on Saturdays, 8 o'clock in the morning in Morrison. So come on out, and we got rides planned for the summer. So we're going to be kind of active. I myself am sponsoring one camping trip Saturday, Sunday, and then one day to Fairplay for ribs. So that's going to be 2 events I'll be hosting. So come on out and join us. We'll talk at you later, guys. So guys, I'm going to walk this little display of American Motors vehicles. There's a fire department classic there for you. So this museum is in Elizabeth, Colorado. So if you're ever down this way, I'll put some info on the page there so you can see where this place is at. But you never know what's in your backyard. Over 800 vehicles on the lot here. Just cruising through some. You can't see it, but boy, some of the paint jobs on these things are amazing. I think better than the originals. With the purple on here, it's just awesome. Here's the Pacer, AMC Pacer, for you millennials that never seen one. This was like an all glass kind of. This is the station wagon. was originally developed to have a Wankel rotary engine in it, but the plan fell through. The unit had good sales, but due to the sluggishness of the car and the low payload, it took a hit on that. And then a lot of things at that point in time regarding safety and standards and everything kind of screwed up the car. But there's the Pacer. A lot of innovations on it. Passenger door smaller than larger than the driver door, and just the locks smooth there. You know, that was a big safety thing back in the time. Everybody thinks that this long handle brown thing here was to grab the window. That's actually a crash bar that was built into this. Kind of a very safe car for its time on that. So we just walked all the way to the end of this. And we'll take one more back shot and we'll talk at you guys later.